Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in TayNinhTV province. Dear audience, in the afternoon of April 24, the delegation led by Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, Secretary of the Party Committee and Chairman of the People's Council of TayNinhTV province, visited policy families and people with meritorious services to the revolution in TayNinhTV City. This is to celebrate the 48th anniversary of the liberation of South Vietnam and National Reunification Day and the 48th anniversary of TayNinhTV Liberation Day, April 30, 1975, April 30, 2023.
The delegation visited families of wounded soldiers, sick soldiers, martyrs' wives, and those who participated in the resistance wars infected with toxic chemicals in Ninh Sơn Ward. Mr. Tâm recently visited the health of the complex and respectfully acknowledged their valuable contributions to the cause of revolution, independence, and freedom of the country. Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee emphasized that today's generation always remember and be grateful to the previous generations and will constantly strive to study and work hard to contribute to the development of the locality. On this occasion, the provincial authorities organized many delegations to visit and give gifts to 190 people with meritorious services to the revolution, being enjoying preferential monthly allowance. This activities is to show the tradition of drinking water, remember the source of our nation. It's also an opportunity to remind today's generations to live worthy of the sacrifice of previous generations. Earlier on the same day, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Thi, Vice Chairwoman of the Provincial People's Council, also visited a number of policy families in Tân Biên Town and Thanh Tây Commune in Tân Biên District. The delegation of Ms. Nguyễn Thị Thi visited the families of the war invalids Võ Thị Mít, born in 1956, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Vân, born in 1947, and Ms. Nguyễn Thị Thanh Thúy, born in 1943. Two persons participated in the resistance wars infected with toxic chemicals, and wounded soldier Lê Thành Hùng, born in 1930. The delegation also paid visits to two other sick soldiers and one man who participated in the resistance wars infected with toxic chemicals in Thanh Tây Commune. At each place, the standing vice chairwoman of the Provincial People's Council graciously visited the health and life situation of policy beneficiaries. She also expressed deep gratitude for the contributions of policy families to the cause of national liberation struggle. On the occasion of the 48th anniversary of the liberation of South Vietnam and the National Reunification Day, April 30th, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Thi gave each person a gift. She also wishes the policy families always healthy, continue to promote the revolutionary tradition, contribute to building a richer and more beautiful homeland.
Dear audience, in order to tighten the good friendship between TayNinhTV and Tha Bung Commune, especially to celebrate the traditional TayNinhTV festival, on April 22nd, Hồng Hưng General Hospital organized medical examination and gave gifts to the people in Tha Bung Commune Province, Kingdom of Cambodia.
More than 200 people, especially the elderly, were checked and screened by the doctors of Hồng Hưng General Hospital for chronic diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, and amblyopia. If the diseases were found, the doctor would prescribe and provide free medicine for use within 5 to 7 days and advise on the next treatment methods. The medical staff also provided the people with knowledge on prevention of hypertension and diabetes by healthcare media publications. Apart from free medical examination and medicine distribution, Hồng Hưng General Hospital also donated 200 gifts worth 300,000 Viet Dong each to the people in difficult circumstances in the locality. Medical examination and treatment and care for people are regular activities of Hung Duy Import-Export Trading Service Technology Co. Limited in general and Hồng Hưng General Hospital in particular, to contribute to better implementation of social security work for people in and outside the province.
Turn to other news, dear listeners. Implementing the direction of TayNinhTV Provincial People's Committee on strengthening the prevention and control of COVID-19 and other epidemics in the province, from April 24, the Provincial Center for Disease Control and Prevention supervised the prevention and control of COVID-19 and other epidemics in the locality.
On April 24th, the delegation supervised at Benko District Health Center, Benko Town Medical Station, and conducted field surveys at 20 households in the district. The contents that have been monitored including the COVID-19 vaccination in the locality, the management of infected cases in the area, early detection of suspected cases, and prevention of outbreaks. The delegation also supervised the management of other infectious diseases such as dengue fever, hand, foot, and mouth disease, as well as the settlement of outbreaks in the district. According to the delegation's assessment, the district health center and community medical stations have had a full plan to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and dengue fever according to the guidance of the Ministry of Health, of the Provincial People's Committee, and the Department of Health. The district has also repaired solutions to disinfect and kill larvae to handle the outbreak. The health stations have phone reports and outbreak monitoring books. The actual survey of households showed that people have basically updated their vaccinations against COVID-19, but there are still many cases who haven't gotten a COVID vaccine yet or haven't received all the doses recommended because they subjectively thought that the epidemic was over. So the delegation reminded the locality to promote coordination with agencies and mass organizations to communicate to the people about full vaccination and continue to update the latest directions and instructions from the Department of Health, ensuring epidemic prevention. On April 24th, the intersectorial team of the province, chaired by the Department of Health, inspected food hygiene and safety in Tân District. The delegation paid inspection visits to Branch 1 of Hoàng Huy Import and Export Agricultural Products 1 Member Limited Liability Company, Sungo Cassava Processing Factory, and Nguyễn Thái Bình Facility, specializing in manufacturing plastic bottles of mineral water of all kinds. Apart from checking legal documents and self-declared records of products, the delegation also checked the production process, food safety conditions, and food safety knowledge of workers involved in production. The inspection results show that the two facilities have full food safety certificates, full certificates of knowledge about food safety, invoice for the supply of raw materials, packaging used for production and other products, and health certificates of employees. Both companies also ensure food safety regulations during the process of production and storage of products. The water source used for production is also tested periodically. The inspection team suggested the companies to continue to maintain hygienic conditions for equipment and people during production and business.
Dear audience, being exemplary, responsible, dedicated, and sociable are the words that the locals comment on Mr. Nguyễn Văn Non, Secretary of the Party South and Head of Branch Working Committee of Quarter 2 Ward 1 TayNinhTV City.
Mr. Nguyễn Văn Non, born in 1960, previously worked in the public security. He retired in 2012 and participated in party activities at the cell of Quarter 2 Ward 1. In 2015, he was elected as Secretary of the party cell, and in 2020, he was elected as Secretary of the party cell and head of the Branch Working Committee of Quarter 2. With the mentioned position, he often proposed to the party committee, directed and coordinated with associations and unions of the Quarter 2 to well-perform political tasks, especially in propagating and mobilizing the locals to well observe the guidelines of the party, policies and laws of the state. As a result, the quarter's annual targets of contributing to social security funds, blood donation, and encouraging young people to enlist in the army have reached 100% of the assigned targets. He carefully researched and selected models in line with the actual situation of the locality, helping the local patriotic emulation movement and campaigns increasingly developed. As a result, in 2022, the locality has 926 households meeting the standard of cultural families. 20 self-managed residential groups achieved strong results. 4 groups achieved good results, and the number of poor households was reduced to 7 poor households at the provincial level. Mr. Nguyễn Văn Non was very flexible in movement activities. As the secretary of the party cell and head of the Front Working Committee, when the World Front launches movements, he actively coordinates with the Union Women's and Youth Union branch to participate. Thanks to that, the movements of quarter 2 are ranked first or ranked to successfully complete the task. Besides, the arising and pressing issues among the people are always listened to and resolved by Mr. Non to avoid complicating the situation. He also proposed the superiors to serve satisfactorily for the people. With the motto "People know, people discuss, people do, people expect, and people benefit," he publicized local issues, collect opinions through meetings, goes door to door to capture the thoughts and aspirations of the people, thereby promoting the strength of the great national unity bloc in carrying out the political tasks of the quarter. I have accompanied social political organizations to directly go to each household to mobilize them to implement a cultural family, to collect cabbage, use clean water, and well observe the guidelines and policies of the party. The situation of political security, social order, and safety in the quarter is basically stable. Social security work, taking care of people's life, has always been his top priority. In 2022, he advised the Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee of Ward 1 to propose the superior sector to support the construction of 2 houses worth 140 million Viet dong for 2 disadvantaged households in the area. Our family is difficulty. The Front Committee also often gives us gifts and necessities, helping us partly cover living expenses. Recently, I was also built a great solidarity house. We were very happy and sincerely thank the quarter authorities. Thanks to the support of the local authorities, my family has got a house. Now we don't have to worry about housing anymore, but try to work hard to earn a living. My family is very happy and thanks to the local authorities. On that holidays, he and the local associations and unions actively mobilize the contribution of benefactors and sponsors to take care of people in difficult circumstances. In 2022, the Quarter 2 Front Working Committee has awarded nearly 480 gifts worth nearly 143 million Viet dong in total. The lonely, elderly, poor households and disadvantaged households in the area. With a sense of responsibility, possibility, and many contributions to the locality, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Non and the collective of the party cell and the Front Working Committee of Quarter 2 were rewarded by superiors for successfully completing tasks for many consecutive years. In 2020, he was honored to receive a certificate of merit from the Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee for successfully completing the task for 5 consecutive years, 2015-2019, and most recently, he was awarded a certificate of merit by Chairman of the City People's Committee for his achievements in front work in 2022.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thanks for watching and see you next time.